Hi there. Have you ever wondered how you can get over sexual hurt in order to enjoy freedom of expression in intimacy? Well, that's what we are going to unpack today, and I'm even going to share a bit of my personal story. But first, thanks so much for joining. I'm Mary Whitman Ortiz, Christian sex educator, relationship coach, and author. And I love creating these safe spaces for Christians to finally talk about sex, because if you're married, hey, it is a part of your everyday life relationship, the way you connect. And there's no reason for it to be in the dark anymore. And if this speaks to you, I would invite you, join us every week. We have new videos. Please do the stuff, like and share and subscribe and comment. I have some amazing dialogue going on my channel. It's really fun. I jump in there and just find out what other people are talking about. And I also love to jump in and give some encouragement too. So thanks again for being here. What is today's video about? 3 ways to overcome sexual hurt so you get to enjoy all of what God's designed as a gift for intimacy in marriage. And that arena of sexual hurt, wow, there's a really big description there. So I'm just going to give 3 to begin with. And listen to these. Have you experienced any of these? They're pretty common. First of all, abuse as a child. So sad. And it can happen through a family member, through a trusted friend, babysitter, and it can mark you. Very rarely are children coming forward, maybe more now than they used to, but they will hide this in their psyche and begin to develop their sense of worth around that, even if they don't have language for it. Another way that sexual hurt happens is through exposure to pornography. This could be like an innocent exposure as a young child again, maybe visiting grandparents and the grandfather has a stash of magazines that the child just stumbles on and has a natural sense of curiosity, but they're confused. They have feelings that are stirred up. They don't really know how to process it, and it can begin a journey, sort of a downward spiral. And then, and certainly if there's been pornography activity as an adult, that causes sexual hurt. It may be activity that you participated in knowingly, willfully. You may be the spouse of someone that is heavily engaged or addicted to pornography, and that sows a lot of hurt into the relationship. And then I have this other measurement. I call it the spectrum. So on one end, yes, we have rape and human trafficking causes so much hurt and damage. On the other end, we have couples just not even being able to talk about sex. And if you've had shame as a child, experiences earlier on, then the hurt could be so much of an obstacle that's why it's difficult to talk about. I do have comments here on my channel of, Mary, why do you talk like you're speaking to teenagers or children? Well, when hurt has happened, harshness doesn't help. All right, I didn't plan that at all, but I invite humor whenever it comes up. God has always prompted me to be gentle. And so that explains why I present things like I do, because I want healing to happen, and healing can never be forced. We have to tap into this gently and gradually. And how my story relates to this, well, actually, I had all 3 of those things happen to me. I was molested by neighborhood boys when I was a child, and I had no idea how to process it, and they were the sons of my parents' best friends. So how do you cross that line, right? And then the whole pornography exposure. It was actually my former husband, and that was involved in pornography. I didn't know about it for years and years. I knew something wasn't right, but I didn't know all of the damage that pornography can do. And then the third instance, I couldn't talk about sex. I had this hurt. I had this confusion. I had all the messages from the church that make things be taboo. And so it was a mess. It truly was a mess. And when it's not addressed, here's what's happened. And I experienced this. So you stay stuck. You stay trapped. You stay limited and suppressed. And oh my gosh, you just start not wanting to live life. And maybe you haven't even put your finger on that that's what's causing it. Also, when you don't address it, the vicious D's happen: distance, distraction, denial, divorce. And those can all be stages that will derail your life. And then the worst D of all, you're like, Mary, can there be anything worse than divorce? Well, I say it's death, not even physical death, but that emotional death where you've lost your way, you've lost your hope, you've lost your dignity, your identity, your destiny. I mean, sexual hurt causes catastrophic consequences. But God has a way of intervening, and I want to share with you those 3 ways that you can get healing even if you've experienced sexual hurt. So the first way is to know you're not alone. And not only are you not alone because other people are here to embrace you, you're not alone because God is there for you, forever extending his arms, wanting to shower you with this love. That's one of the reasons I use that as my closing. He wants to lavish his love on you. What else? To heal, love yourself. Get some extra self-care going. Take lots of restful breaths. You're looking for peace in your life, things that can help you physically to get in gear to receive some of the emotional healing. And that's the third thing. Get some new information. You need to unlearn some things and relearn some things, and that fresh perspective will give you the hope, will call you forward. And actually, I love doing that. I love giving new information. I have a course starting June 15th. It's called United and Ignited, God's Gift for Marriage. It's an online course, and I would love for you to join us. All of the details are going to be right here with this video. It's 6 weeks. There's teaching videos and study guides you can do at your own pace. But I'm including live coaching too. You can participate, you can just watch, you can catch it on the replay, whatever your comfort level is. And best of all, this time it's open to married couples and marriage-minded singles who are either trying to figure out what happened that they don't want to do again, or they're wanting to be prepared as they start a new marriage. So it's going to be a wonderful experience. Please go online. My website, marywhitmanortiz.com. You can find it right there. Let's connect. And this course is going to be an amazing part of your sexual healing. So thanks so much for watching today. And remember, Father God wants to lavish his love on every area of your life, including sexual intimacy in marriage.